folks. Is it possible to get a decent mechanical gaming keyboard for £25? This is the Marvo Scorpion KG909, and we're about to find out. Okay, so here is the keyboard out of the box, on the desk, set up and ready to go. Now this computer's not switched on yet, so there's no power going through to the keyboard, so there are no RGB lights on at the moment. We're going to wait till it gets a little bit darker and then we will demonstrate the RGB lights. So first off, there's a really nice metal frame on this, which gives it a real solid feel and gives it a fair bit of weight. It's not a light keyboard, so there's a bonus. The keys themselves, well, it sounds like a mechanical keyboard. And actually, they're not bad. They're not going to be as good a quality as a 70 or 80 quid mechanical keyboard, but they are surprisingly good for something that's a lot cheaper. The spacebar's a little bit wobbly, not too happy about that, but then I guess there's going to be some sacrifices somewhere. I also don't like the fact that under normal lighting the characters on the keys are a little bit difficult to read, but that's obviously because they're backlit. But it might be difficult in certain lighting to see those. So you're probably going to want to have the RGB effects that keep them backlit all the time, although during the day they might not be bright. So that could potentially be a problem, but you're probably not buying it to see what's on the keys, are you really? Obviously some of the characters are painted on, so these are your alternate characters. One of the important ones is the effect key on here, which is actually on the insert key. That's accessed with the function button and insert, which will cycle through the different RGB effects, and we'll demonstrate that later. It's actually quite nice to type on. There is good travel on the keys, you know that you've pressed them, and it actually is better than a non-mechanical keyboard in that respect. So for 25 quid, would you buy this? Or would you buy this? I think I'd buy this. Anyway, we're going to wait till it gets dark and then we'll show you the bling. So, it's a little bit later in the day and the LED lights on the keyboard can now be seen. So this is, we've just turned the computer on and it's kind of on a chase function and then it lights up. Well, that'll get a little bit annoying after a while. So, as we say, we need to do the function. There we go. It looks like it's turned them off, but it hasn't. This is a setting. That means when you press the keys, you get this kind of shower of lights. Okay, and we've got this kind of wave effect. And then this kind of swoop from side to side. And on. Okay, so this to me is how I would use this keyboard, and here you can actually then see the letters on the keyboard, so that becomes less of a problem. Okay, this setting is one key lights up, the one that you press, and then another kind of swoop from side to side, kind of an interlocking side to side pattern. Okay, and kind of a diagonal swoop into the middle and then back out. And a kind of a sparkle. And then, not quite a snake around, but moving down the keyboard. Just then it's back up again. And there you go, you've got a snake around the keyboard now. And we've cycled back round. So there we go. So that's it. That is the Marvo Scorpion KG909. The question we asked at the beginning of the video was, can you get a decent mechanical keyboard for £25? Well, I think the answer is yes. Don't expect super top quality, but do expect something that's well built, looks good, and works well.